Hi guys, today I'm going to be answering discussion one's questions. So the first question is discuss organizational structures and communication. What are the concepts shared by authors and what are your experiences in and with these concepts? So to answer the first part of this discussion, the book clearly breaks down several different definitions of organizational communication. And we can see that each are a bit different in their own ways, but we can also see commonalities between them. Jason Wrench was one of the people who studied the list of organizational definitions and found three common features incorporated between them. And we can see these on page 11. Structures, goals, and people. The definition that resonated with me was also found on page 11, and it stated an organized collection of individuals working independently within a relatively structured, organized, open system to achieve common goals. And then a definition I wrote down for organizational structure, commonly seen in definitions of the word organization, how an organization functions in terms of what happens both within the organization itself and within its external environment. I listed an example here that I thought resonated with me in my definition I just listed. So Numerica being an organization is relatively organized, and we work together with different individuals with the common purpose of serving our members and providing the best products and services. Let's see. How do organizational goals and members impact communication in, around, within an organization? Having goals and having everybody be on the same page is ultimately the purpose of the organization, right? So the members and the goals basically are um, the organizational structure. Without them, without a goal, and without everybody working together, there would be really no point. So without creating goals, there would be no real purpose of an organization. In multiple definitions reviewed, the goals are the overall drive of the people and the members. With clearly outlined goals, the members are able to efficiently communicate, each with their own specialties, talents, and skill sets. Um, Going back to Numerica, we have our CEOs, we have our C team, we have our branch managers, we have the front line. So each piece in each department is proficient in what they do, and we work together for a common goal. Next question. Sorry. Based on the text, how does organizational type impact communication and how it occurs? The organizational type impacts communication in multiple ways. This goes back to having a truly undefinable term because there's just so many pieces that play into it, which is why there's so many definitions to begin with. Different organizations have different goals with different groups of people, with different external factors to consider, with different end goals. And with that being said, if every organization communicated the same way as each other, there would be some organizations that are unsuccessful because not everything's going to work for every organization. After reading chapter one, how does the definition of communication differ from or parallel other definitions you've used in the past? And after chapter one, I've definitely learned a lot. Before reading and before coming to this class, I viewed communication as something that's pretty simple, communicating back and forth, relaying a message of some sort. And after now reading, I see that there's a lot more substance to the word. Um, and I think that after this course, my communication is going to get better, and being able to see things through different perspective, I think, is also a big role. So I'm excited to see what we're going to learn. Last question. Discuss the various approaches to organization communication to which you were introduced. What makes sense? What confuses you? I believe by learning the various approaches to organization and communication, I will see my day-to-day life experiences a little differently. For example, I found myself asking at work things like how, when, why, what's the goal or intent behind the way we're communicating. Also, with the understanding of multiple approaches, it will help me narrow down what I believe to be important to better my communication, like I said previously. One part of communication I enjoy is there's no really defined way, and we can kind of all interpret it a little differently, which makes us all unique. So Thank you, and I'm excited to hear what everybody else had to say.